Welcome to Strategic Mind Blitzkrieg, folks. If you remember earlier this year, we actually played a game called Strategic Mind Pacific, which was absolutely great. And now, of course, we've got Strategic Mind Blitzkrieg. And the first starting battle here is actually going to be set in Spain during the Spanish Civil War. Let's jump right into the game. There's going to be a lot of narration, but I'm not so sure I like the voice acting quality here. I would have done better, but I like the storyline. So let's jump right in and see what the game is all about.
Haunted by the aftermath of the Treaty of Versailles,
and essentially we are playing as a commander called Franz
Soviet Russia is making futile attempts to establish the Bolsheviks regime in Spain. The German government supports the brave volunteers who gallantly resist the puppet government of the Spanish Republicans. Following the call of their valiant hearts, many Germans volunteered to fight alongside the Spanish rebels.
General Halder, I came upon your orders, sir.
Halder, as you know, our new divisions formed with volunteers are about to be sent to Spain. Germany needs an experienced commander who would lead them to victory.
I believe any officer should be gallant and put Germany above all else.
Well, maybe someone comes to mind. This assignment will certainly open new career prospects.
I'm convinced the officer's honor should always be the main motive, not the career ladder.
That is exactly what I have been looking for. Halder, I like your approach. I know you're a very talented and gallant officer. If you had asked me, I would have sent you personally to put things in order there. Yet I cannot order you in this case.
Herr Goering, please allow me to lead our forces. I will depart for Spain immediately.
The German government is highly grateful to you for this act of bravery.
The Civil War in Spain has been quite advantageous for us. We've spread our influence to a European state, the Republic.
To essentially go ahead and just skip any tutorial parts. What we need to do is take Tarragona here, because the real last stronghold of the Spanish Republicans is the city of Barcelona, the capital. However, Tarragona here is in the middle of the way, and it's actually still bringing supplies. So what we want to do is the
forces are comprised of both core
forward and pretty much take Tarragona as best we can. But we don't want to get ambushed here. I want to be careful as to how we move
Time to move on.
Another thing I love about this game is look at the visuals. I mean, for a turn-based game like this, these are really
ammunition
quite
and
good.
Fuel icons.
We're also going to go ahead and push forward with our scout car here. And I don't want to get too close because I get the feeling that they're probably going to set up an ambush for us here.
Enemy spotted.
Kind of wide. And sure enough, enemy spotted. We're probably going to be engaging here. Get ready, boys. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Move up just a
Reconnaissance
little bit more.
is extremely important in an offensive, since it provides you with full intelligence.
So, essentially, the cool thing about the reconnaissance unit that the tutorial was going to say is one cool thing about reconnaissance units in this game, unlike other units, they can move multiple times in a turn. And this is so you get like a really good idea of what's going on in the enemy lines, etc. You get your best chance at that. The other units,
infantry is good for assaulting the enemy.
To actually move multiple times a turn. They move once.
We will rule the day.
Now let's also get our armor forward. It seems
we
pretty
don't
clear.
need roads.
Let's hope that we're right. And more than likely, the Republicans are not going to have something capable of taking armor out. Well, except for AT guns. They won't have their own tanks, not at this late stage of the Spanish Civil War.
Artillery is the basis of the firepower.
And of course, glorious artillery.
Repositioning.
This is the only unit that we're going to keep in a truck for this push. I do wish we had one more infantry unit, but it is.
This unit has heavy equipment.
All right, let's go ahead and end the turn, guys. We are going to turn it over to the Spanish Republicans. And as you can see, we're really just wrapping up the
things are ideal for a rapid offense.
The actual Spanish Civil War. So we could go ahead and attack here. We've got a great sort of damage modifier there. Explains everything that's going to be happening here. The lethal damage versus the non-lethal damage.
We are the guns of the Reich.
First, though, is
artillery advancing.
Move forward and use our arty to fire on the enemy in the city. Let's let them have it, boys.
Damage is indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked.
All right, beautiful. Now, they are an entrenchment, so that's going to lower our actual overall damage.
We were born to make war.
We know where they are. We know exactly what we need to do here. So we're going to push forward. I'm not sure I actually want to push into town with the tank. As you can see here, we get +4 soft attack, +1 with the MG34, so +5 total attack, but the enemy has +5 total defense, because they are in a soft defensive target, and they do have pretty good scouting.
We'll treat this with absolute discretion.
I don't think it's such a good idea. I'm going to take my scout car, start moving towards Tarragona.
Stay sharp.
And ending this
Your unit has been withdrawn from a supply zone.
So the supply zones are also very important in this actual game, just like you know, several other World War II games currently out. If you can cut off these roads, essentially you cut off our supply.
Always ready.
In serious trouble. Hopefully we're not going to come out of supply, and I'm going to make sure that we always have these roads behind us, that we're not being flanked. But that's why we want to try and go for Tarragona quickly. So let's end the turn there. And enemy has increased entrenchment.
Standing by for orders.
City.
Open fire.
All right.
For glory!
Damage reduced. Now we're
there is no going back now.
Forces forward, and of course these are volunteers all the way from Deutschland. Help our boys out.
Attention, all hands! Concentrate your fire.
All right.
Ready to depart.
I'm also going to attack with the tank. That's right.
We make victory our routine.
Beautiful, guys. So let's go ahead. We're going to take this village.
We take what is ours.
Be careful when you send your tanks into city, mountain, and forest terrain. If they run into
So, of course, as we know, if we run into enemy infantry,
always ready.
Damage, and that is, of course, because infantry in an urban environment is quite dangerous.
Can we start blasting already?
See if we can get a shot.
Recon company standing by. Nice and easy.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep on going.
Enemy spotted.
Sort of see
Panzer Corps at the ready.
We come across, and we could also just follow them up with an attack.
Aim, fire.
I'm going to go for that. The enemy's going to surrender, as you can see here. So
we are not done yet.
To take out the Spanish Republicans. Quite frankly, you know, in comparison with our armies, these guys really don't stand a chance. So
we don't
also
need
push forward with our armor.
Always ready.
I'd love to also push forward with our infantry, but we're going to have to wait until next turn. Okay, let's end this turn. Okay, enemy actually boosted entrenchment.
One day this war will end.
So let's get
better
into
not
a
be
position
soon.
where we can actually fire that artillery eventually. We're not going to be able to fire it right now, but next turn we will. So for this turn, we got to kind of.
We will save the world from chaos.
We're going to push over.
We've discovered the enemy.
Take a look at what's on the road to Barcelona. And sure enough, we've already detected an enemy airfield, more importantly, an enemy AT gun right there, which could prove
ready
quite
to
fatal
depart.
To our Panzer.
Always ready.
I'm gonna try to get this guy right up here, man. Get the infantry.
Forward.
No,
march.
It's in a truck. What's wrong with me? We might lose infantry this turn. Let's see how the enemy responds.
Our tanks are not heavy, but fast. Keep moving. Keep moving.
And I am gonna engage even at a loss. Yes, you heard that right.
Enemy positions have the fire support of anti-tank guns.
Now, that's the problem right there. That's why we would take loss, because they have AT guns. Let's just hope they don't follow up with an attack, and they certainly did. They
no army can fight without
an attack
infantry
on our men. So what I'm going to try to do here, we're going to have to keep, of course, attacking with this unit.
We are the guns of the right.
Soften the enemy up, and look at that 5 right there. We're going to do tremendous damage with this 105mm.
Artillery incoming. Always ready.
Absolutely tremendous damage here. I'm going to follow up.
We are the last ones standing.
Once again, they surrendered.
Now we can put things in order.
We have taken Tarragona, Field Marshal Goering.
Good, good. The Republican government must be panicking, and rightly so. I am sending you our newest Panzer IV tanks to assist in the assault on Barcelona.
We get some Panzer IVs, guys.
Ready to depart.
Of course, these should be perfect for the assault on Barcelona. Unfortunately, we've gotten damn anti-tank
for Deutschland
right
and its
there,
people.
And we're going to have to do something about it.
Can you see anything?
Maybe we can do something about it a little bit later. So we're also going to have to do something about this AT gun, and I really don't want to.
We don't need roads.
Go ahead and push forward. Man, I know the Panzer IVs, you know, compared with a lot of German tanks, aren't even that great.
For glory!
They're much better tanks, but in this particular early stage,
we employ superior combat tactics.
Probably the best tank in the world. So let's push forward again. We're
Panzers
not getting into
on the move.
Kill zone, of course, of the AT gun. We're trying to keep our distance.
Need anything bombed to...
You have selected an entrenched unit. When a ground unit...
What I might try to do is actually go for an attack with the scout car. I know we're going to take losses, but even slightly
Everybody
damaging
stop.
that AT gun,
I see the enemy.
is a bonus. And look at that, we've even got a artillery gun.
Moving.
So I'm actually going to
Stay
try to
sharp.
get behind the arty gun and destroy that. I'm not going to
It's
say we
not
can
very
ignore
comfortable
the AT
here.
gun, but look at this. From this distance, our Panzer force can actually zero in and take it out. That's the strength of these units, the visibility of these units. It's great. Open fire.
Beware the fire support of the enemy artillery if you attack enemy troops with an artillery unit nearby.
All right, beautiful.
Can you see
They
anything?
do have quite a lot of fire support. They also have infantry support here.
Scatter them. We rule the day.
Completely crush them. Now the question is, do we want to move into the airbase right now? Or
Panzers
wait?
on the move.
And I think we want to
Panzer Corps at the ready.
In fact, if the enemy came out and sort of, you know, tried to fight for the airfield,
Recon
it would
company
give us
standing
an
by.
even better chance at destroying them outright, pretty much. At least that's how I see this right now. Now, as for our Panzer IV, oh, it's a Panzer IIA. Shame on me. Shame on me. It's a Panzer IIA. So we have several skills here. A reinforcement skill for the Panzer IIA, and I'm definitely going to try to reinforce this unit because he could be quite strong. And same for our Wehrmacht.
Always ready.
By the way, I should have shown you this before, but as you guys take a look here, you see these like sort of arrows coming into these different locations. These represent the supply lines. So I think the game has a really cool way of showing supply lines. You can almost always see them. The only game I've seen do this better, and I can't even recall the name, but it's a strategy game which actually show trucks going down the road on the supply lines. But this is really good.
We will
I'm gonna
do
take
battle.
him and see if I can't reinforce him this turn. We might have to wait until next turn. Nope, we're good and ready for battle next turn.
No
Hell,
army can fight
we might
without
even
infantry.
bring him for the final attack on Barcelona.
Standing by for orders.
We employ superior combat tactics.
Repositioning.
All right, folks, we are ending the turn.
Panzers are the cutting edge of Wehrmacht.
And hopefully we can wrap this war up quickly. Like the day and night effects, really nice to sort of see these cities at night. Just, you know,
Heavy
something
caliber!
you don't typically see in these games. And we could actually open fire on the airfield.
In Guderian, we trust.
Oh, okay, interesting. So, look at this, guys. This is an airfield. There are railroad stations here. There are seaports. There's just so much. So we actually have to break
We are
into
heavy
this
hitters!
place. Let's go for it.
By shelling the enemy airfield, you also damage aircraft units located there. Enemy aircraft are much easier to eliminate on...
That's good to know. So much easier to eliminate on the
Reconnaissance
ground
company
than
reporting.
the air. And let's see if our scout car can do some damage here to this artillery gun. Not sure what to expect, but actually if you look at their defense, 11 total defense to our 1 attack. Yeah, we should not attack.
Watch your
Get the
step.
hell out of there.
Ready to depart.
Push forward, however, with our armor, and this is risky, but I'm going to take
With
that
speed
risk.
and precision.
Try to engage their artillery. Again, plus 12 soft attack. Man, this is not the best decision I've made.
One day this war will end. Better not be soon.
We will rule the day.
So yeah, not worth the attack at all. We did
Panzer
bring them
Corps
down
at
from
the
10
ready.
to 7, but I think we could have done a lot
We
better.
will save the world from chaos.
Okay, now we're going to send this unit forward. This is going to be, of
Time
course,
to
our
move
infantry
on.
unit. He's going to be in the truck temporarily, but only
In
while we get
Guderian, we
situated.
trust.
An anti-tank unit has overwatched your troops. When your
have
unit
fired
enters
at a
gun
distance.
range of an enemy with act...
I'm not going to worry too much about the AT gun being here. Yes, I know there's an AT gun near our tank, but we're more focused with pushing for Barcelona.
Ready to
Don't really
depart.
care about Tarragona as long as we hold the position.
Establishing control.
There we go.
Our
Put up
aircraft
that
can now use
German
this
flag.
airfield.
Wonderful. Now, I'm not sure why we can't see this unit. He's right
Give us
in
something
front
to
of us.
shell already.
Enemy's definitely going for the push, although we'll just keep reinforcing that unit until the end of the battle. Although I got to give it to him. That's
What
pretty,
happened?
pretty
Army
great.
happened.
Okay, guys, look at that. So we actually have the enemy infantry. It's the final unit here, probably the Barcelona Brigade, maybe even CNT Phi units, but we're going to put an end to them. Let's first fire on the artillery.
Thick armor won't help if one is thick in the head.
Shot.
Already there.
We're going to go north, and we're going to push forward
Always
with our
ready.
infantry.
There is no going back now.
Now, we could go straight for the attack on their infantry here and start the taking of Barcelona, or we could go ahead and decide to attack their artillery.
Can we start blasting already?
Take our arty and just blow their artillery to pieces.
Give them everything we've got! Care package delivered!
Good shooting.
Panzers are the cutting edge of Wehrmacht.
I didn't want to join the army.
We're going to go straight
Our
for an
tanks
attack
are not
against
heavy,
the
but
infantry.
fast.
And as you can see, when you attack a city with tanks, we're going to take quite a lot of damage. But here for the final battle, I'm okay with that.
We make victory our routine. We will do battle.
Take it from the enemy, boys.
Fix bayonets.
We will lead the way. We've captured the key point.
Here we go. I wonder if scout cars can capture points. Let's see. Yes, we can.
All right, boys, let's make it clean.
Oh, yes. That's going to be
for Deutschland
the
and
last
its people.
attack.
Panzers
Hopefully
are the cutting edge of Wehrmacht.
This turn, and it looks
We
like
have
can
captured
indeed.
Barcelona, but the Spanish government seems to have escaped before the assault.
They should get used to fleeing their own capital. Hopefully they won't be so audacious as to start unpacking so soon. I'm sending several Luftwaffe units into your command. The people of Germany have invested a lot of time and effort into forming these units. Now it is time we evaluate the result. Let me know how well they perform in real combat. A few months ago, the Republicans took the city of Teruel. That's our gateway to Valencia, and their government must be hiding there. So, it is about time Teruel fell back into our hands.
Okay, and it's actually Teruel. But it looks like Teruel over here is, of course, in enemy control, and we need to take it back to get a true victory in Spain. Interesting. All right, well, let's make it happen, and let's get a true victory in Spain. If you guys enjoyed this first gameplay video, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll get part 2 up as soon as possible and finish
Panzer Corps at the ready.
Victoria in España right here, right now.
Standing by
Catch
for
you next
orders.
turn, folks.